रूपकथा मह्यं ततान्ति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवं श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणा रघुनाथानितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्री विषादागिनां हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So the 61 explanation of the Ātmārāma verse, reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24. This has 355 slokas. We'll do some 108 today. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who acted as the eastern horizon where the sun of Ātmārāma verse rose. He manifested its rays in the form of different meanings and thus eradicated the darkness of the material world. May he protect the universe. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on which day?
Purnima.
18th February 1486.
On eclipse Mata.
Sorry.
Lunar eclipse.
It was eclipse and what else?
Hare Krishna Madhya. Falgun Purnima.
Purnima Mata.
Falgun Purnima.
It was Purnima, na? Yeah, Falgun month and the Purnima. Why eclipse happened? Does anyone know? Why eclipse happened when on the Gaur Purnima day?
Madhya, because the moon was shy.
Yeah, why?
Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very effort, moon, and the moon was shy because it had spots.
Yeah, very good. So Gaurachandra appeared, right? So Nimai, or when Vishwambhar or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, the original moon who had spots on it, the moon have spots, right? So the moon was thinking, who is this full moon? Like Gaurachandra was shining like a full moon, a bright full moon without spots, and the real moon was like feeling bad that he want to hide somewhere his face, and he had a eclipse. That's just what the acharyas comment. So the eclipse happened, and that was Purnima, right? The full moon night and evening. So when that's why we fast till evening on that day. So March 7th, we have function in the temple. Those are in Mangalore. Welcome to join. Others can join online. So we'll see that's a most merciful day. That day when if you fast, if you really can't, you can have Ekadashi Prasad, you can have at least fruits, only fruits. Okay, those who can't do Nirjal and all, take fruits, and the evening after moonrise, then you can break the fast. So because that's most merciful day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to deliver the fallen conditioned soul. The example given of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's love is, just imagine there's a rich man and he wants to give you money, but you don't want the money. You already have little money, but you don't want it. And you say, no, I don't want money. I don't want money. And he forcefully push it into your pocket. Now, sometimes our grandparents, with so much affection, they give us pocket money. And we say, no, I don't want. But they force it. Now, that's because of too much of love. Like that, that rich man pushes the money onto your pocket, even if you don't want that money. So that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. Even if you don't want Krishna Prema, he will force and give you Krishna Prema because he's so merciful. Namo Mahavadanyaya. So Gaura Purnima is a day where all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, it's a big celebration for us because the Lord of the universe, in the sense, the Kali Yuga avatar, they are Kali Yuga, they came to deliver the fallen conditioned soul and the most merciful. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is more merciful than Krishna himself. Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can give Krishna prema because he's in combined form of Radharani. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Anya. So he's most munificent, magnanimous avatar. So when you do fasting on Gaura Purnima day, you get lot of mercy. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Acharya, all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, the Panch Tattva. Thereafter, Sanatana Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and humbly submitted the following petition. So this till now we were saying how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised Sanatana Goswami. Now Sanatana Goswami said, "My Lord, I have heard that previously at the home of Sarvam Bhattacharya, you explained the Ātmārāma verse in 18 different ways. Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by the external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Sri Krishna, whose qualities are transcendental, whose activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of Godhead, is called Krishna because he has such transcendently attractive features." So this is the Ātmārāma verse. Ātmārāmascha muniyo nirgrantha api urukrame kurvanti ahetukim bhaktim ittam bhuta guno hari. Okay, so this is the Ātmārāma verse. And now Mahaprabhu is going to explain this verse. I've heard this wonderful story and I'm therefore inquisitive to hear your explanation again. If you would kindly repeat it, it would be very pleased to hear. I would be pleased to hear. So already Mahaprabhu repeated this to Sarvam Bhattacharya. Now again he'll repeat. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "I am one madman and Sarvam Bhattacharya is another. Therefore he took my words to be the truth. I do not recall what I spoke in that connection. But if something comes to my mind due to association with you, I shall explain it. Who was Sarva Bhattacharya in Krishna Lila? Who was he?
Tasaki.
Who?
Brahaspati Mataji.
Brihaspati. Brihaspati, very good. Yes. So I do not recall what I spoke in that connection. But if something comes to my mind due to association with you, I shall explain. Generally, by myself, I cannot give an explanation. But by strength of your association, something may manifest. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showing us that even though he is Krishna himself, he's so humble and saying that just by the strength of association of a Vaishnava only will we be able to say something. So if we deliver some nice class, we take and everyone praises us. It's not us actually who's doing it. It's actually great Vaishnavas who's helping us. In the sense we heard from the Vaishnavas of Srila Prabhupada helping us to take a class, or this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing us, that how we should be. The strength should be from the association. There are 11 clear words in this verse, but when they are studied separately, various meanings glitter from each word. The 7 different meanings of the word Atma are the absolute truth, the body, the mind, endeavor, firmness, intelligence, and nature. So Atma doesn't mean only the soul. Sometimes it also means the body, mind. So Atma word have all these meanings. The following are synonyms of the word Atma. That means the body, mind, absolute truth, natural characteristics, firmness, intelligence, and endeavor. The word Ātmārāma refers to one who enjoys these 7 items. The absolute truth, body, mind, and so on. Later, I shall enumerate the Ātmāramas. My dear Sanatana, first hear the meaning of the other words, beginning with the word Muni. I shall first explain their separate meaning, then combine them. The word Muni refers to one who's thoughtful, one who's grave or silent, an ascetic, one who keeps great vows. One is renounced order and a saint. These are the different words of Muni. So the silent means what? Does it mean the Muni doesn't talk? What is the real meaning of silent?
He does not talk things other than Krishna consciousness.
Yes, very good. So silent means he doesn't talk any Gramya Katha or something. He speaks only about Krishna consciousness. Aishi, if you spam the chat, you can leave the class. Should I remove you? I'll close the chat. Please be nice in the class. Don't create disturbance for others. Okay. So yeah, so silent means not speaking. Silent means speaking Krishna conscious things, not speaking Gramya Katha. The word Nigrahanta refers to one who's liberated from the material knots of ignorance. It also refers to one who's devoid of all regulative principles enjoyed in the Vedic literature. It also refers to one who does not have knowledge. Nirgrantha also refers to one who is illiterate, low-born, misbehaved, unregulated, and devoid of respect for the Vedic literature. The word also refers to one who is capitalist and to one who has no riches. The prefix ni. So now what happens? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is who was he before going to Gaya? Who was he before going to Gaya?
Mayavadi.
Yeah, and who else? What was his profession?
He was scholar, teacher,
Yeah, of what?
Vedanta.
No.
Shankara
What was he
philosophy.
teaching?
Sanskrit grammar.
Hare Krishna Madhya.
Grammar. Yeah, Sanskrit grammar or the Nyaya philosophy. Right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was Nimai Pandita. That means he was a great scholar, yes, and then he was teaching grammar, right? He was Nimai Pandit. Yes, Adish?
Hare Krishna Madhya. He was teaching Vyakarana.
Yeah, grammar or Vyakarana is one and the same. So he was preaching that Nyaya philosophy, Nyaya. And then what happened? When he was teaching that, he was splitting each word and he was teaching this, okay, Vyakarana and all that. Then what happened? When he went to Gaya and came back, he started saying the root of every letter is Krishna. He is, everything he started connecting to Krishna, right? And later on that school closed because he became a pure devotee after going to Gaya. So now he's splitting each word because he's a great scholar. He's splitting each word and telling the meaning of this. The prefix ni may be used as a sense of ascertainment, gradation, construction, or forbidding. The word grantha means riches, thesis, and composition. The word urukrama refers to one whose krama, step, is great. The word krama means throwing the foot forward, that is stepping. So who is called as urukrama? Who is also called as urukrama?
Vaman Dev.
Yeah,
Vamadev.
good. Vamanadev is also called as urukrama. Good. Krama means throwing the foot forward. Krama also means power, trembling, a systematic method, argument, and a forcible attack by stepping forward. This Vamana caused the three worlds to tremble. So Urukrama means Vamana. Okay. Even if a learned man is able to count all the minute atoms in this material world, he still cannot count the potencies of Lord Vishnu. In the form of Vamana incarnation, Lord Vishnu without hindrance captured all the planets, extending from the root of the material world up to Satyaloka. Indeed, he caused every planetary system to tremble by the force of his steps. Because he is the supreme personality of Godhead, no? The Lord himself. Through his all-pervasive feature, the supreme personality Godhead has expanded the entire creation. He's maintaining this creation by his extraordinary potency. By his conjugal potency, he maintains the planetary system known as Goloka Vrindavan. Through his 6 opulences, he maintains many Vaikuntha planets. So what are the 6 opulences of Krishna? Yes?
All wealth, Mataji, all
All
strength,
wealth, all
all strength,
renunciation,
all renunciation,
all wisdom, all
all
beauty,
beauty.
Yes. So all these are Aishwaryasya, Virashasya, Yashasya, Samagrasya, Jnana, Vairagya. So all these are the opulences of the Lord. And somebody having all the 6 opulences in full, 100%, that is Bhagavan. The word Urukrama indicates the Supreme Personality Godhead, who by his external potency has perfectly created innumerable universes. These are the different meanings of the word Krama. It is used in sense of potency, systematic arrangement, step, moving, or trembling. These are the different meanings of the word krama. It is used in sense of potency, systematic arrangement, step, moving, or trembling. The word kurvanti means they do something for others, since it's a form of verb to do, indicating things done for others. It is used in connection with devotional service, which must be executed for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is the purport of the word kurvanti. The terminations of atmane pade are employed when the fruit of the actions accrues to the agents of verbs having an indicatory N or a Shravita accent. Svarita. So this is all grammar and all that. So it looks very weird for us. But then this is how Mahaprabhu as a scholar start explaining the Ātmārāma verse. Later on, he'll tell the meaning. The word hetu, cause, means that a thing is done for some motive. There can be three motives. One may act to enjoy the results personally, to achieve some material perfection, or to attain liberation. First, we take the word bhukti. Bhukti means material enjoyment. Bhukti, mukti, siddhi, kami, sagaleya, shanda, Krishna bhakta, nishkama, adiva, shanda. So, bhukti means material enjoyment, which is unlimited variety. Also, siddhi. Siddhi means perfection, the Ashta Siddhis, which are the 18 varieties. And similarly, the word mukti have 5 varieties. What are the 5 varieties of mukti?
Sarupya, Sahyajya,
Sayujya,
Salukya,
Sarupya, Sarti, Salukya, Samibya.
Okay, so these are the 5 varieties of mukti. So all these are siddhi, mukti, and all are temporary. Mukti also, even pure devotees doesn't want it. Costless devotional service, unmotivated by sense enjoyment, perfection or liberation. And one is freed from all this contamination, he can bring Lord Krishna, who's very funny, under control. So costless devotional service is very important, which is unmotivated. Eyana nahi taha bhakti ahaituki yaha haite vasahaya Shri Krishna kautuki ahaituki apratihata ye atma suprasitati savai pumsa parodharmo yado bhakti atokshite ahaituki apratihata. Ahaituki means costless, unmotivated it should be. Our devotion should be unmotivated, without any motive. There are 10 meanings of the word bhakti or devotional service. One is sadhana bhakti, execution of devotional service according to the regulation principle. And other 9 are varieties of prema bhakti and ecstatic love of Godhead. So what are the 2 types of sadhana bhakti, you know? Sadhana bhakti means you practice, okay, devotional service and practice. What are the 2 types?
Vaidhi,
Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti.
Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and raganuga bhakti. So these are the 2 types of sadhana bhakti. And the next are explained the symptoms of love of Godhead, which can be divided to 9 varieties, beginning with attraction and extending up to ecstatic love. Finally, up to the topmost ecstatic love is Mahabhava. Yesterday we saw Mahabhava. The attraction to Krishna of devotees in the platform of neutrality increases up to the love of Godhead Prema, and to the attraction of devotees on the platform of servitorship increases to spontaneous attachment Raga. Devotees in Vrindavan who are friends of the Lord can increase their ecstatic love to the point of Anuraga. Parental affectionate lovers, Krishna's father and mother, can increase their love of Godhead up to the end of Anuraga. The gopis of Vrindavan who are attached to Krishna in conjugal love can increase the ecstatic love to a point of Mahabhava, the greatest ecstatic love. There are some of the glorious meanings. These are some of the glorious meaning of bhakti. So bhakti means devotional service, and all these examples are coming under bhakti. Please hear the meaning of the word itam bhuta guna, which is found in the Ātmārāma verse. Itam bhuta had different meaning and guna has other meaning. The word itam bhuta is transcendently exalted because it means full of transcendental bliss. Before this transcendental bliss, the bliss derived from merging into the existence of the absolute Brahmananda becomes like a piece of straw in comparison. So that's why Sayuja Mukti, you fall down from Sayuja Mukti. Why? Why do we fall down from Sayuja Mukti? That's for impersonalists. Why do they fall down? Aruhi krichena param padam tat padanti yada. They fall down, right? Why?
Because they have not taken shelter of lotus feet of Krishna.
Very good. We have not taken shelter of lotus feet of Krishna. What else? So when you take shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, what is there? What is the other muktis have, which Sayuja Mukti doesn't have?
Service. There is no service.
Service. Very good. There is no service in Sayuja. Yeah, there is no service in Sayuja Mukti. That means there is no Sevananda. There is only Brahmananda. So Brahmananda means what? Just merging into the Brahman effulgence, and that Ananda that is got in merging into the Brahman is called Brahmananda. So only Brahmananda is there in Sayuja Bhakti, no Sevananda. So because there is no service, they fall down. Okay. My dear Lord, O Master of Universe, since I have directly seen you, my transcendental bliss has taken the shape of a great ocean. Since I have directly seen you, my transcendental bliss has taken the shape of great ocean. Being situated in that ocean, I now realize all other so-called happiness to be like the water contained in the hoof print of a calf. Okay, so which is this verse? Samashritaye padapallavaplavam mahatpadam punya yasho murare. So here in Bhagavatam, it explains about the Vatsa. Okay, here it is said, Tvat shakshat karanahlada vishuddhapti shitasya me shukhani gos padayante brahmani api jagat guru. Same meaning it has. It means when we take the lotus feet of the Lord as a surrender, then being situated in the ocean, what happens are that happiness, when you realize that happiness is like the water contained in the hoof print of a calf. The other meaning is when we are drowning in the ocean of material existence, when we take shelter of Krishna, the miseries become like water contained in the hoof print of a calf. Okay, so it is from Hari Bhakti Subodhya. So water contained in the hoof print of a calf, that's called Vatsapadam. Samashridaye padapallava plavam mahatpadam punyesho murare bavambudir vatsapadam para. Vatsapadam means water contained in the hoof print of a calf. Okay, so when you do loving devotional service, it's like ocean, but the mukti, whatever you get, it's like water contained in the hoof print of a calf. That is also given here. There are two examples, two analogies are there, same analogies for Vatsapadam. Lord Krishna is so exalted that he is more attractive than anything else and more pleasing than anything else. He is the most sublime abode of bliss. By his own strength, he causes one to forget all other ecstasy. Pure devotion service is so sublime that one can very easily forget the happiness derived from material enjoyment, material liberation, mystic or yogic perfection. Thus, the devotee is bound by Krishna's mercy and his uncommon power and quality. So, the devotee becomes bound by Krishna's mercy. That's very important. If you don't have Krishna's mercy, we won't be able to understand Krishna. Guru Krishna Kripai Pai Bhaktilata Beach. No? When one is attracted to Krishna on the transcendental platform, there is no longer any logical argument on the basis of revealed scriptures, nor are these consideration of such conclusion. This is transcendental quality, that is the essence of all transcendental sweetness. So Krishna is called Mathuratipati, in the sense he is the king in Mathura. Also, he's called Madhuratipati, in the sense all the sweetness is in him. Right? That's called Madhurashtaka, where it says the sweetness of Krishna. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram nayanam madhuram hasidam madhuram hridayam madhuram gamanam madhuram madhuratipate rakhilam madhuram. So it's about Madhurashtaka. There are 8 verses saying Madhura, Madhura, Renu Madhura, Renu Madhura, Rupa Madhura. So all the beautiful sweet forms of the Lord has been explained. The word guna means quality. The quality of Krishna are transcendently situated and are unlimitedly in quality. All of the spiritual qualities are full of transcendent bliss. So how many qualities of Krishna we saw yesterday? Not yesterday, before that, yesterday, right? How many qualities? 64. The living entities have how many qualities? 50. Lord Shiva have?
55.
Lord Vishnu have?
60.
Yeah, so Krishna has 64. Okay, now how can Mayavadi say Krishna doesn't have any quality? You have 64 qualities, not 64, it's actually unlimited. Krishna's transcendental qualities of opulence, sweetness, mercy are perfect and full. As far as Krishna's affectionate leaning towards his devotees are concerned, he's so magnanimous and he can give himself to his devotees. Krishna gives himself. The devotees doesn't go and ask for material things. He say, Krishna, you come. Krishna, you're mine. No? So Krishna is so magnanimous and give himself to his devotees. Krishna becomes bound by his devotees. Krishna has unlimited qualities. That's what I said. 64, fine. But then he has unlimited. Like how many incarnations Krishna has? Different expansions. How many incarnations? Avatar?
Innumerable.
Unlimited.
What is the comparison given?
As the waves of the sea come, like that.
Very nice. Yes, as the waves of the ocean. Can you count the waves of the ocean? It keeps coming. Similarly, Krishna has unlimited. Yes, the Shavatar and all the 24 hours, whatever it is, that's all for naming purpose, but it is unlimited. We can't even count because Krishna is unlimited, right? Krishna has unlimited qualities. The devotees are attracted to his uncommon beauty, mellows, and fragrance. Thus, they are differently situated in different transcendental mellows. Therefore, Krishna is called all attractive. Means he attracts everyone. So, but why he is not attracting the demons and the atheistic people? He's all attractive. Why? But why they are not getting attracted?
Because they are envious.
Jealousy.
Because they are
Envious.
they're envious. Yeah. So
They are attracted.
they don't get attracted. Okay. What else? When does the iron chillets not get attracted to the magnet? Normally, iron chillets should get attracted to the magnet. Nah? Why it doesn't get attracted?
Rust.
When it has rust.
When the iron has rust.
Yeah, when it is rusted. Similarly, when we are covered by Maya, right, the three modes of material natures, and Tamoguna covers us, then what happens? We won't get attracted to Krishna. The more and more Cheto Darpanam happens, the cleaning of the rusting happens, then we get more and more attracted to Krishna. The minds of the four boy sages, Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumaras, the four Kumaras, were attracted to the lotus feet of Krishna by the aroma of Tulasi that has been offered to the Lord. Right? So when did the four Kumaras smell Tulsi at the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu?
When Narayana came out, there was this thing, that time he smelled that.
Yeah,
tulsi
so
and the-
who were there when he came out of that door? Who
Jai
else were there?
Vijaya.
Very good.
Jai
Yes,
Vijaya.
Mataji. Jai Vijayas. So when the four Kumaras went to meet Vishnu in Vaikunta, they crossed the 6 doors and they came to the 7th door. And the four Kumaras are, young boys. They are sons of Brahma. They're actually very senior, but they cursed themselves that they'll become young boys so that they don't become young and get married. They don't want to get married. So they cursed themselves. And only in a child, they're so innocent that celibacy can be maintained and there won't be any sense gratification thoughts coming. So they want to be like young boys. And then what happened? They went to meet Vishnu. And then from there, the 7th door, Jaya Vijaya stopped them. And later on, the four Kumaras cursed Jaya Vijaya. So that happened. At that time, when King Vishnu came out, they were so attracted by the beauty of Vishnu. Till then, they were Mayavadis. They were worshipping Brahman, the four Kumaras. But just after smelling the Tulsi at the lotus feet of Vishnu, they became devotees. When the breeze carrying the aroma of Tulsi leaves and saffron from the lotus feet of the lotus-eyed personality entered the nostrils and hearts of the four Kumaras, they experienced a change in the both body and mind, even though they were attached to the impersonal Brahman understanding. This is why the four Kumaras could not enter Vaikunta. They went till the 7th door and they came down. Vishnu himself came out. They could not enter the Vaikunta. Why? Because they were not devotees that time. They were just impersonal Brahman. They were after smelling the Tulsi at the lotus feet of the Lord, then only they became devotees. Till then they were impersonals. The impersonals cannot enter Vaikunta. Sukadev's mind was carried away by hearing the pastimes of the Lord. Shukadeva Goswami addressed Parikshit Maharaj, "My dear king, although I was fully situated in the transcendental position, I was nonetheless attracted to the pastime of Lord Krishna. Therefore, I studied Srimad Bhagavatam from my father." So even Shukadeva Goswami was a Mayavadi. He was also attracted to Brahman. But later, he ran away to the forest. And then there he heard 2 verses. When he got attracted to the pastimes of the Lord, when Vyasadeva sent his 2 disciples to the forest. And what happened? He chanted the beautiful word verse. Is that verse given? Okay. So they chanted the 2 verse and then Vyasadeva called him back. Okay. Yeah. So the 2 verses were, one was describing the beauty of Krishna. Garhapidam Natavaravapu Karnayo Karnikaram Bibradvasa Kanakakapisham Vaichayantim Chamalam Randran Veno Radara Sudhya Puren Gopa Vrindair Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishat Gita Kirti. Krishna comes with beautiful peacock feathers and then flute and yellow garments and Vaichayanti Mala with his Gopa friends and cows. He enters Vrindavan. So that was the beautiful form. So when Shukadeva Goswami was hiding behind the trees, when he heard Vyasadeva's disciples singing this, and Shukadeva Goswami was like, "Who's so attractive like this? I was meditating on the Brahman effulgence, the impersonal feature, but now I see the Lord has a feature. He's a person, and so attractive. And then Shukdev Goswami thought, oh, he's just externally beautiful. Internally, he may not be so beautiful. Then the second disciple came and chanted this verse, Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Kudam Jijam Sayapyaya Dasatvi Labe Kadim Tatri Uchitam Tatonyam Kamva Dayalom Sharanam Rajime. Aho Bakiyam, Baki, that is Putana, who's the sister of Bakasur. She put Kalakuta Visha, in the sense poison, at her breast and went to Krishna to kill him, to give poison. But what did Krishna do? Labe Gadim Dhatri Uchitam Tanonyam, made her the mother in the external world because he drank milk from her. Now, Kamvadayalam Sharanam Rejame. Who can be so merciful than Krishna? Somebody who went to give poison to kill him, he blessed her. So that's the mercy. And when Shukdev Goswami heard this sloka, he was so shocked and he came running to the disciples and asked, I want to hear more about this person. Who is this? They said, he is Krishna. And if you want to know more, come to our ashram. Our guru will teach you. Who's your guru? We asked him. Hey, he's my father. Yeah, come home. And then they took Shukdev Goswami back home. And then Shukdev Goswami learned Bhagavatam from his father, became a pure devotee. Who is Shukdev Goswami, by the way? Is he a normal person?
No, Mataji is Shuka the parrot.
Parrot of
Parrot of?
Srimati.
Parrot of Radharani. So that's so glorious. That's how, oh Krishna, where did I go? That's how glorious Shukadeva Goswami was. I offer my respectful obeisance to Srila Shukadeva Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, and the destroyer of all sinful reaction. Being full in self-realization and bliss, he had no material desires. Still, he was attracted by the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Personality Godhead, and out of compassion for the people, described the transcendental historical literature called Srimad Bhagavatam. This is compared to the light of the absolute truth. So this is glorifying Shukadeva Goswami. Swashukha nimrita chetastad vyudashtanya bhavo api achita ruchira lilakshrita sarastadiyam vyatanuta kripaya yastatva deepam puranam tam akhila vrijina grihanam vyasa shunam nato asmi. So he's the son of Vyasadeva, and he's the one who he's a liberated soul. Still, he got attracted to the Krishna's pastime, right? So Srimad Bhagavatam is for whom? Mahabhagavats, or is for Paramahamsas. Already liberated souls can relish Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Krishna attracts the mind of the gopis with his beautiful and transcendental body features. Dear Krishna, we have simply surrendered ourselves as your maid servants. For we have seen your beautiful face decorated with tresses of hair, your earrings falling upon your cheeks, the nectar of your lips and beauty of your smile. Indeed, because we have also been embraced by your arms, which give you courage, see your chest, which is beautiful and broad, we have surrendered ourselves. The queens in Dwaraka, headed by Rukmini, are also attracted to Krishna simply by hearing about his transcendental beauty and qualities. So you know how in Rukmini, Devi wanted to marry Krishna just by seeing, just by hearing. She didn't even see Krishna. Just by hearing about his qualities, the Brahmanas used to come and talk about Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. She was so attracted to Krishna just by hearing, and she decided to marry Krishna. And Rukmi could not marry Shishupal wanted Rukmi wanted Shishupal to marry Rukmini, but then Krishna came and took her. So simply by hearing this word. So if Rukmini can attract to Krishna by hearing, we can. It's showing us by example that just by hearing we can get attracted to Krishna. Oh, most beautiful Krishna, I have heard about your transcendental qualities from others, and therefore all my bodily miseries are relieved. If someone sees your transcendental beauty, his eyes have attained everything profitable in life. That's why Prabhupada says you have to go to the temple and see the deities. Why? Because that's the best thing you can do with your eyes. Oh, infallible one, I have become shameless after hearing your qualities and have been attracted to you. So Krishna's another name is what? Because he's infallible.
Achyuta.
Achyuta. Senayorubayor madhye radam stapayame Achyuta. Says infallible. Achyuta means he doesn't fall from being the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even though he becomes the driver for Arjuna, right? And Krishna never fails to reciprocate to his devotees or never fails to save his devotees. And when he descends, he comes in his original transcendental form. So he's Achyuta, Vyachyuta. Lord Krishna even attracts the mind of goddess of fortune simply by vibrating his transcendental flute. Oh Lord, we do not know how the serpent Kaliya attain such an opportunity to be touched by the dust of your lotus feet? Just imagine all the demons in Vrindavan, they're not so glorious as Kaliya. Why? Others, they got killed by Krishna, fine. But it was Kaliya alone who got the dust of lotus feet of Krishna on his head. So how glorious Kaliya is. The Nagapatnis, Kaliya's wives, were saying, we are devotees, but we never got this opportunity to have your lotus feet, the dust from the lotus feet. But Kaliya is so fortunate, right? But why was Kaliya so fortunate that Krishna gave the dust on his head? Kaliya is not a devotee.
Because he took shelter
He is
of
in Vrindavan.
Yamuna.
He took shelter of Yamuna, who's a pure devotee of the Lord. That's why. For this end, the goddess of fortune performed austerities for centuries, giving up other desires, taking austere vows. Indeed, we do not know how the serpent Kaliya got such an opportunity. Krishna attracts not only the minds of gopis and the goddess of fortune, but the mind of all young girls in the three worlds as well. My dear Lord Krishna, where is that woman within the three worlds who would not be captivated by the rhythm of the sweet song coming from your wonderful flute? Who would not fall down from the path of chastity in this way? Your beauty is the most sublime within the three worlds. Upon seeing your beauty, even cows, birds, animals, trees in the forest become stunned in jubilation. The women of Vrindavan, who are on the level of superior guardians, are attracted to Lord Krishna maternally. That means that Valsalya Rasa. The men in Vrindavan are attracted as servants, Sakya, friendship, servants, Dasya, friendship, friends, Sakya, and Valsalya, fathers. The quality of Krishna captivate and attract everything. Living and non-living, all get attracted to Krishna. Even birds, animals, trees are attracted to Krishna's qualities. Although the word Hari has many different meanings, two of them are foremost. One meaning is that the Lord takes away all inauspicious things from his devotee. And the second meaning is that he attracts the mind of by ecstatic love for God. So this is a nice sloka. This is the explaining the word Hari. Hari shabdena na artha dhui mukyatama sarva amangala hare premad ye hare mana. So Hari means sarva amangala hare. He takes away all amangala things. Okay, that's non-auspicious things. Hari. Harishye taddanam sane. Right? Yasyaham anugreshami harishye. Harishya means take away. So Hari means he takes away all amangala things from you. Also, Hari also means prema diye hare mani. He gives prema. So that's the two meanings. One meaning is Lord takes away all inauspicious things. And the second meaning is he attracts the mind by ecstatic love for God. Vraja prasidam navanita choram Gopangananam Chadukola Choram Anega Janmarchita Papa Choram Choragraganyam Purusham Namam. So this is called Chorashtaka, where it says Vraja Prasidam Navanida Choram. So Krishna is famous as Bhatta thief in Vrindavan and Anega Janmarchita Papa Choram. He also steals one more thing. What? Anega Janmarchita Papa. So many Janmas we have accumulated the sins. Krishna steals that also. So that's, and he steals the heart of the devotees. When the devotees somehow or other always remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead anywhere and everywhere, Lord Hari takes life. 4 miserable conditions. What are the 4 miserable conditions of life? Yes.
Janmam
Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Doshana Darshana, birth, death, old age, and disease. As all fuels is burnt to ashes by a full-fledged fire, all sinful activities totally erased when one engages in the devotional service to me. Yadagni Shushrudaram Chi Karodi Edashmi Basmasat Damat Vishaya Bhaktir Udvedeyama Krishna Sa. So this is Krishna tells this to Uddhava. Okay. Oh Uddhava. So he says to Uddhava. You can read the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's called Uddhava Gita. You can see 11, 14, 19. Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto. This spoken by Krishna. That's called Uddhava Gita, where Krishna explains so many things to Uddhava, saying that as a fuel burns the ashes, fuel burns the firewood to ashes. Similarly, Bhakti will burn all the sins to ashes. That's 11, 14, 19. In this way, when all the sinful activities are vanquished by the grace of the Supreme Personality Godhead, gradually vanquishes all impediments on the path of devotional service, as well as the ignorance resulting from these impediments. After this, one totally manifests his original love of Godhead through devotional service in 9 different ways: hearing, chanting, and so forth. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vaishnaskaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmaketanam. When the devotee is freed from all sinful wicked activities, Krishna attracts his body, mind, senses to his service. Thus, Krishna is very merciful and his transcendental qualities are very attractive. When one's mind, senses, body attracted to the transcendental qualities of Hari, one gives up the four principles of material success. Thus, I have explained the chief meaning of the word Hari. So, this is just the word Hari. He's explaining so much. When the conjunctions cha and api although are added to the verse can receive whatever meaning one wants to give it. What cha can be explained in 7 verses. Just cha explaining in 7 verses. The word cha and is used to connect a word or sentence with previous word or sentence to give the sense of aggregation, to assess the meaning, to give a collective understanding, suggest another effort or exertion, or to fulfill the nature of the verse. It is also used in the sense of certainty. There are 7 chief meanings of the word api. They are as follows. The word api is used in the sense of possibility, question, noun, censure, aggregation, appropriate application of things, and extravagance. I have now described the different meanings of the 11 separate words. Now let me give the complete meaning of the sloka as it is applied in different places. The word Brahma indicates the sum of born, absolute truth, which is greater than all other truth. It is the ordinary, original identity, and there can be nothing equal to the absolute. I offer my respectful obeisance to the absolute truth, the Samapurna. He is all pervasive, all increasing subject matter for the great yogis. He is changeless and he is the soul of all. The proper meaning of the word Brahma is the Supreme Personality Godhead, who is one without a second and without whom nothing else exists. Learned, he is Param Brahman, right? Krishna. The learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth says that it is non-dual knowledge and is called impersonal Brahman. Localized Paramatma, so and the personality body. So Brahmedi, Paramatmedi, Bhagavanedi, Shaktiti. So impersonal is the Brahman, localized is the Paramatma, and Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. That absolute truth without a second is called Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead. He's the supreme truth, Param Satya, in the past, present, and future. This is the evidence of all revealed scripture. Prior to the cosmic creation, only I exist. That's the Lord. And no phenomena exist, either gross, subtle, or primordial. After creation, only I exist in everything. And after annihilation, only I remain eternally. So Krishna is there before creation, even after annihilation. The word Atma, self, indicate highest truth. Krishna is all pervasive, and he is the supreme form. Hari, the personality regarded as all pervasive, original source, Sarva Karana Karana. He is therefore the super soul of everything. There are 3 ways to attain the lotus feet of the absolute truth, Krishna. There is the process of philosophical speculation, mystic yoga, and execution of devotional. This is the highest. Each of it has a different characteristics. The absolute truth is the same, but according to the process by which one understands him, he appears in 3 forms: Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality Godhead. So the process is also called what? Today we will explain the 3 things. What is it? The process.
Abhidya Mataji.
So what is it? Right? Devotional service. Krishna Sambandha and frame of faith. Learned transcendentalist says that it is non-dual knowledge and called impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and personality. Although the words Brahma and Atma indicate Krishna, directly the impersonal Brahman. The absolute truth manifests himself as impersonal Brahman, and if one follows the path of mystic yoga, he manifests himself as super soul. So philosophical speculation is Brahman and mystic yoga is super soul. There are 2 kinds of devotional activities: spontaneous and what is it?
Voice is breaking, Mataji. It's not clear.
For everyone? Is it for everyone or only for you? It's breaking for everyone?
Yes, Mataji. It is sometimes low and sometimes high, Mataji. Sometimes low and sometimes high.
Now it's fine?
So okay.
Mataji, no.
Better, Mataji.
Fine?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Okay. The executing spontaneous devotional service in Vrindavan, one retains the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So what should we do? So executing spontaneous, that is Raganuga Bhakti. The Supreme Personality of God, Krishna, the son of Mother Yashoda, is accessible to those devotees engaged in spontaneous loving service. But he is not easily accessible to mental speculators, to those striving for self-realization by severe austerities and penances, or to those who consider the body as the same as self. By executing regulative devotional service, one becomes an associate of Narayan and attain the Vaikuntha Loka, the spiritual planets in the spiritual sky. Those who discuss the activities of Lord Krishna are on the highest platform of devotional life, and they evince the symptoms of tears in the eyes and bodily jubilation. Such persons discharge devotional service to Krishna without practicing the rules and regulations of mystic yoga system. They possess all spiritual qualities and they elevated to the Vaikuntha planets which exist above us. The devotees are divided to three categories: Akama, that is desireless; Mokshakama, desiring liberation; and Sarvakama, desiring material perfection. Akama sarvakamo va mokshakama utarati livrena bhakti yogena yajete purusham param. Akama, if you're desireless, you don't have any desire. Mokshakama, if you desire liberation, moksha. Sarvakama, if you want so many desires, what should you do? Livrena bhakti yoga. You have to do maximum bhakti yoga, tivra, in so much sincerity. But that's the only way. One who's actually intelligent, although he may be a devotee free from material desires, a karmi desiring all kind of material facilities, or a jnani desiring liberation, should seriously engage in bhakti yoga for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam. Akama sarvakama va mokshakama utarati tivrena bhakti yogena yajete purusham param. Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 3rd chapter, 10th sloka. One who's so we should do bhakti yoga. The meaning of the word udharati is buddhiman, intelligent or considerate. Because of this, even for one's own sense gratification, one engages in the devotional service of the Lord. Even if you want bhakti, sense gratification, still do devotional service. The other process cannot yield results unless they are associated with devotional service. Devotional service, however, is so strong and independent, it can give one all that desired results. With the exception of devotional service, all the method of self-realization are like nipples on the neck of a goat. What is the nipples on the neck of the goat? Does anyone know? Therefore, an intelligent person adopts only devotional service, giving up all other process of self-realization. What is this? Nipples on the goat of the neck of the goat.
False breast don't give any milk secretion.
Yeah, it's like false breast. So it looks like a breast, but it is false and it doesn't give any milk. So what is the use of such nipples on the neck? So it looked like the other method of self-realization can give you all happiness, but with the exception of devotional service, all the methods are like not useful. It is of no use. Those nipples are of no use. It's just a show. That's why. Oh, best among Bharatas, Arjuna, 4 kind of pious men rendered devotional service to me: the distress, desire of wealth, inquisitive, and he was searching knowledge of the absolute. That's Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter. Chaturvita pachanti mam jana sukrutino vajra artho jitnyasu radharti jnani cha baradarshapa. No? So this is a sloka from 7.16. So 4 kind of people surrender to Krishna. Materialistic devotees take to devotional service and worship Krishna when they are distressed or in need of money. So that is artho. Artharthi. Though, like Dhruv Maharaj, no, Artharthi. Those who are actually inquisitive. What is the example of inquisitive devotees? Jitnyasu. Who were Jitnyasus?
Sages at Naimisharanya.
Sages at Naimisharanya. Good. To understand the supreme source of everything. And those who are in search of knowledge are transcendentalists. Who were Jnanis? Examples of Jnanis or transcendentalists?
4 Kumaras.
Very good. 4 Kumaras. Okay. So these are the examples for the desired liberation from material contamination. So out of all the 4, who's the best according to Krishna?
Search of knowledge.
Jnani, search of knowledge.
Search of knowledge. Why? Because they will do pure devotion. They will become pure devotees soon and they don't have any other desires. Because they have a pious background, all 4 type of people are to be considered greatly fortunate. Sukriti no Arjuna, they are Sukritis. Such people gradually give up material desires and become pure devotees. One is elevated to the platform of devotional life by the mercy of a Vaishnava, the bona fide spiritual master, and by the special mercy of Krishna. So either mercy of Krishna or mercy of Vaishnava. On that platform, one gives up material desires and the association of unwanted people. Thus, one is elevated to the platform of pure devotional service. The intelligent who have understood the Supreme Lord in the association of pure devotees and have become free from bad and materialistic association can never avoid hearing the glories of the Lord, even though they have heard them only once. Cheating oneself and cheating others is called kaitava. Associating with those who cheat in this way is called dussanga. Satsanga means association with devotees. Dussanga means those who cheat. Bad association. Those who desire things other than Krishna service are called dussanga, bad association. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Asat Sangatyage ye Vaishnavachar. We should give up bad association. The great scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam, compiled by Mahamuni Vyasdev from 4 original verses, the Chatursloki, describes the most elevated and kind-hearted devotees and completely rejects the cheating way of materially motivated religiosity. Performs the highest principle of eternal religion, which can factually mitigate the threefold miseries of living being and award the highest benediction of full prosperity and knowledge. Those willing to hear the message of the scripture in submissive attitude of service can at once capture the Supreme Lord in the heart. Therefore, there is no need of any other scripture other than Srimad Bhagavatam. This Bhagavatam is enough. Why? Yasya Shravana Matrena Hari Chittam Samashre. Just by hearing about Krishna from Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna will come and sit in your heart. Because Krishna loves to hear Srimad Bhagavatam because it's about his devotees. The prefix pra in the word projita specifically refers to those desiring liberation or oneness with the Supreme. Such a desire should be understood to be the foremost cheating propensity. The great commentator Sridhar Swami has explained the verse in that way. When merciful Lord Krishna understands that a foolish devotee desires material prosperity, he gratefully gives him the shelter of his lotus feet. In this way, the Lord covers the devotee's undesirable ambition. Same thing happened to Dhruva Maharaj. When the Lord touched him with the conch shell, Dhruva completely forgot everything. And he's like, I was searching for a broken piece of glass, I got diamond. Swamin Kritosmi Varamna Yache. Then he says, I don't want anything, I'm happy, I'm satisfied. Whenever Krishna is requested to fulfill one's desire, he undoubtedly does so, but he does not want anything which, after being enjoyed, which cause one to petition him again and again to fulfill further desire. When one have other desires but engage in the Lord's service, Krishna forcibly gives one shelter at his lotus feet, where one will forget all other desires. Association with a devotee, mercy of Krishna, and nature of devotional service help one to give up all undesirable association and gradually attain the elevation to the platform of love of Godhead. So the 3 things which we should do is Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Kripa, Bhaktira Swabhava, Etine Sapachagaya, Hare Krishna Bhava. So Sadhu Sangha, associating with devotees, Krishna Kripa, mercy of Krishna, and Bhaktira Swabhava, nature of devotional service. In this way, I shall progressively explain all the words in the Ātmārāma verse. It should be understood that all these words are meant to enable one to taste the transcendental qualities of Krishna. I've given all these explanations just to give some indication of the verse meaning. Now let me explain the real meaning of the verse. Now the real meaning he didn't say yet. There are 2 kinds of worshippers on the path of philosophical speculation. One is called Brahma Upasaka, worship of impersonal Brahman. Another is called Mokshakankshi, one who desires liberation. So one who worship the impersonal Brahma and one who desire liberation. There are 3 types of people who worship the impersonal Brahman. The first is the beginner. The second is one whose thoughts are absorbed in Brahman. And third is one who is actually merged in the impersonal Brahman. 3 types of people worship the impersonal Brahman. We'll stop here. We'll continue from 109 verse tomorrow. Okay.